Welcome to our Hollywobs video, our sedate adventure up north. 700 miles of learning about ourselves. The plan was to head up north following the route of Ride 32 in Bikers Britain. As is our way on bike journeys, we try not to use the sat-nav, so I had meticulously annotated the map. Lesson number 1. My eyes are so bad I can't read the map. We're going up to Beverley and then beyond. It's still early days on the holiday and we've not fallen out yet, even managing a little chuckle. Every time I need to refresh my memory, we need to stop. Which brings me on to lesson number 2. Lesson number 2. Getting on and off the bike is more of a chore than it needs to be. Our planned lunch stop was in the process of being demolished, so we kept on going until the first open rest stop presented itself. Nimble as ever, with our tums rumbling, we dismounted with both speed and panache. So, suitably refreshed, we head on with our journey up north. Map dutifully placed back in position, even though it's completely useless and I can't see a thing on it. The offside mount is becoming part of our routine, as is Jane pushing me into the vertical if I parked on a bit of a camber. So, with Jane safely on board once more, we head off into the great unknown. Quite literally, because we soon got lost. Zebras crossing, pelican crossing, well, here we are at a duck crossing, checking the map and looking for inspiration. But this trip is all about the journey, not the destination, so we press on regardless. Clear?
Not clear.
Clear now?
Clear.
Thank you. day is drawing on, and although not on our planned route, we're not exactly lost, but we make the decision to stop and have a stretch and drink, and then we're going to sat-nav it to the first campsite, which is still a couple of hours away. And from here on to the campsite, the camera didn't work. So despite going through some lovely villages and beautiful scenery, didn't capture any of it. So lesson number 3, prepare your recording equipment properly. And after a full day on the road, we arrive at our campsite near Whitby, Follyhall Farm. Campsite lady spoken to, so we start to set up for the night before heading into Whitby for tea. The pump for the airbed is connected to the bike and the mattress is inflated, and the sleeping bags are sorted. Yep, fish and chips. Day 2 starts with a shower, a cuppa and a bit of map revision, progressing swiftly on to breakfast, sort of.
It was never going to end well. Frying pan perched on the top.
Anyway, Follyhall Farm, small, clean, cheap, and even provides the kind of stuff you always need. Recommend it? Yes, definitely. Time to pack up and hit the road. Sans breakfast. We go wrong again, but not to despair. Little for a breakfast pastry. It's like an adventure and you have no idea where you're going. Just turn yourself back.
You having a good time?
Wonderful. Stopping off at Lidl for pastries and sparkling water. My favourite. Are you alright with what you like, Jane? Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
I've
I'm
got
fine with mine.
cherry lattes and sparkling water. Don't know what you're moaning about.
So hopefully we'll come out the other side of Guilsborough, over there, turn left over there. And because I hadn't learnt lesson number 3 yet, the camera footage ends here and picks up with Jane in a cafe, a place near Masham. Misham. Let Jane explain.
It's pronounced Maxim.
How did I pronounce it? Oh yeah. So we're stopping at Masham? Massam Old Station Cafe and Bistro for a cup of tea and a salad. Your good health.
Mastham Sheep Fair. Mastham boasts one of the largest and finest market squares in England, famous for its sheep sales. Come on!
Cup of coffee in Hawes. Are you in Hawes?
Yeah.
Yes, we're in Hawes.
I fancied looking at the road market. Well, I don't know if it's open because it's all open.
It says come in and have a look.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's not what we think it is.
What, making
It's
road?
making road.
I think it might be.
You do?
Oh, you? Yes. So we're in Hawes and we want to go up Butter Tub Pass, up there somewhere, and look at the Hardrow Falls waterfall. And
Are you looking at a map?
yes, clearly.
No, then.
I'm lost now.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you making me find the map?
Yes. Shush now. But it hasn't got a name. So I need to go.
Because even
Now there's a National Park Visitor Centre, which is where we are.
even the map's lost.
As I was saying, we're in Hawes. We want to go up Buttertub Pass. I'd like to take in the Hardrow Falls waterfall, but I'm not quite sure. I think we're at the National Park Visitor Centre. Jane's So we're just leaving Hawes, heading up Buttertub's Pass to meet the rain, and then if it's chucking it down we're going to head back quickly to Penrith because it's raining. Jane thinks this is ridiculous talking to myself on camera.
You're ridiculous, David.
And because lesson number 3 has still not been learnt, the camera, after watching us get our clobber on, turns itself off before we go over Buttertub's Pass and along to Ravenseat, along the most picturesque route so far. So, where were we? Hawes, about to head over Buttertub's Pass. The scenery was fantastic, although you'll have to take my word for it, as it was a big fat camera fail. Anyway, here it is, part 2 of our up north holiday. The weather, like Jane's enthusiasm, has dampened somewhat. We've arrived at our second campsite, Galehead Farm.
Am I getting a smile?
There's a temporary respite from the weather, and as it stops raining for a bit, we take in the scenery. The rain soon returns, but luckily so does Jane's good mood. Anyway, we're starting to get a bit hungry, so we're heading to Penrith for some tea. Bit of culture, Penrith Castle, and McDonald's for tea. A new day dawns, chilly, but at the moment it's dry. Our moods are better all round. We're off to Coniston today via Windermere, or that's the plan.
The joy.
You on?
Come on. Quick, go.
The eagle-eyed amongst you, or to be fair, even those who are paying scant attention, will have observed the camera angle is not at its optimum for seeing the view, or anything else really, other than the road. We just turn it off while we pass. Grasmere. According to poet William Wordsworth, who lived here for 14 years, is the loveliest spot man has ever found. We come to Ambleside, the town that marks the head of Lake Windermere, and pull over to discuss where we're going to go first, Windermere or Coniston. After studying the map in some detail, we decide to head for Coniston Water first. The other way around, Windermere, then up past Coniston.
Yeah, do that. And then we'll have lunch at Coniston.
Yeah. And a change of plans, which was quick, even for us. There's a long line of traffic into Windermere and it's chucking it down, so I'll pull over so we can put our waterproofs on. Well, you've never seen such a palaver as us two trying to put our waterproofs on. It took the best part of 10 minutes. Anyway, suitably suited and booted, we make our way towards the bottom end of Windermere. And for some reason we stop in this little car park. Can't for the life of me remember why. Well, whatever it was, we must have done it, because soon enough we're on our way again, heading towards the town of Coniston for some lunch. Not so much lost this time, as unsure where we are and where we need to be going. Yeah, so lost.
pay the man in the cab.
Have we got some change?
Pardon? Walk back.
Yeah, have you got some change?
I don't know, but I'm sure you can pay that card if I haven't.
Right, okay, so let's get your handbag. It was slinging it down, so we went for a cup of tea before having a look at Coniston. Good out. We had lunch, then a quick walk around Coniston. The rain came down in sheets, so on the way back to the bike we popped into the Herdwick Cafe. Listen, the trudge of a weary soul. Steve Brown of Wheelchair Rugby and Countryfile fame was also sheltering here from the weather. Anyway, tea and coffee drunk, cakes eaten, time to head back to Gilhead Farm in Penrith. Jane catches up on her social meds and keeps in contact with the outside world. Get the gloves up, people. Okay. Like yours as well. Just having one on this time?
Yes, let's try the one.
A touch of delirium sets in.
Might be reading on. No time soon. No time. Looking for the map I find. Have you heard that? Wordsworth lived over there.
Eh?
Wordsworth lived in that market over there.
Who does?
Wordsworth.
Don't have a swearing. I'll have to beat that out. And I have a very senior moment. He never even came anywhere near here. He's from the Lake District.
Hey?
He's from the Lake District, isn't he? Wordsworth.
Where are we? Okay, come on. Don't drop me off, Jen.
Because that was always my intention.
Go round, all the way round.
I now feel strangely compelled to cut across. So it's this road up there.
Yeah.
After sitting in the queue for a bit and forgetting to put the camera back on, we headed back to the campsite. So here we are, Thursday, packing up in the rain, ready for a long wet trip home. So Jane's just putting the tent inner down. I'm sat here, and if you can see. What?
Too late then.
Selfie video, just leaving, where are we?
Gilhead Farm.
Gilhead Farm, up near between Keswick and Penrith. Stuff's all packed up, so I'm going to put it on the bike and come back and collapse the tent.
You can put me in.
Put Jane in too. Lovely idea. On.
Unless you want to put your jumper
Yeah, I need it.
in the orange box. This is the highest bit of the tent, isn't it?
Yeah. My father was right. You need a tent you can stand up in to put your jammers on. Substitute jammers
True story.
for biker gear. Or just clothes in general.